How are you? Happy Tuesday evening, everybody. It's been a couple days since I popped on a live, so I wanted to hop on and say hi and do a chatty update and a little cool down for the evening, a little bit of singer stretch and cool down. So when you pop on here, just let me know in the chat where you're watching from so that I can give you a shout out and see where everybody's watching from tonight. Oh, who needs a good stretch and a good wind down, a good cool down after a long day? Just got a whole piano full of stuff here. My husband and I have so many concerts coming up, rehearsals, concerts, those kinds of things. We just have like stacks of books and scores all over the place. It's crazy. So I'll be right back with you. So if you've just hopped on, let me know where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out in the comments. I'd love to know where you're watching from. So I want us to start with just doing a really nice stretch and cool down because you may have had a long day of work, a long day of school, and a good stretch is just super good for our bodies. So let's just take a nice deep inhale. We're gonna do arms overhead. We're gonna reach, reach, reach and stretch and just blow out all your old air. Welcome, welcome. If you're just now hopping on, welcome. Let me know in the chat where you're watching from. Let's do some shoulder rolls. Just gonna cool down, stretch out a little bit after a long day of work or study. Inhale, arms overhead. We're gonna reach, 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 reach. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale. So now let's do some, we're going to exhale on some counts. So we'll take a nice deep breath and we're going to exhale to the count of five. Hey, hey, everybody, welcome. Hey, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Damon Brown, excellent. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're in the States, let me know what state. If you're in a different country, let me know so I can give you a shout out. So we're just doing a little bit of cool down after a long day. Here on the East Coast, it is 7:45 or an Eastern Standard Time zone. So let me know where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out. I'm so glad y'all are here. We're just doing a really good singer cool down after a long day. So we're going to take a breath inhale, just suspend that breath for a minute and blow it out. So I'm just blowing that air out of my mouth. Pennsylvania, welcome. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I lived in Pennsylvania when I was little. I know all about Pennsylvania, Philadelphia area. So very cool. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, when y'all get on, let me know where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out. We're just doing a little singer stretch and a little cool down this evening. So after a long day of work, long day of school, we need to get a good stretch. All right, so now we're going to exhale over the count of five. And the goal is that when we're done counting to five, you have all of the air out of your body. So inhale, blow it out. So we want all the air gone by the end of five. Hey, hey, welcome everybody. I'm glad you're here. In the comments, let me know where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out. We've got somebody from Pennsylvania. Ellis Lands, did I say that right? Ellis Lands, welcome. I'm glad you're here. All right, now we're going to blow out or exhale to the count of six. April, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Let me know where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out. Piper, hey, hey, welcome. I'm glad you're here. We're doing a little singer cool down. Y'all let me know in the chat where you're from so I can give you a shout out. So far, we've got Pennsylvania, and I'm here in Tennessee. Can you shout out me? Yes, Piper, absolutely. Welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. Are you in the US? I'm so glad you're here. Another Pennsylvania. Oh my gosh, y'all. Two from Pennsylvania. Very cool. New York, welcome. Very good. Okay, so Kelly's from Pennsylvania. We have SSSS from New York. Very cool. GD, is it RC? Hi. Hi, I'm glad you're here. Sarah, thank you, Sarah. That is so sweet. Piper, you're from North Carolina. I actually went to grad school in North Carolina. I love it. Sarah, Ohio, welcome. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. I don't know if I've ever had anybody from Ohio. GD is from Florida. Very cool. My favorite vacation spot. Piper says the US. Awesome. Very good. Chris, hey, welcome. In grad school, I studied vocal performance. So my master's degree is in vocal performance. I went to the University of North Carolina, Greensboro. Fantastic school of music. Huge shout out to UNCG. Um, let's see. Yeah. What do you eat every single lunchtime? I eat different things every day. I love it when I have leftovers, like from the night before, that I can pack for work. I have a microwave in my office. I love just heating up my leftovers. Kidding. I'm from Canada, got in America for. Okay, so Kelly, you're not from Pennsylvania, you're from Canada. Um, Canada. I haven't been to Canada in years. Hi, M30W Cat 3. Hey, hey, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. You're in Statesville. Yeah, I know where Statesville is. Very cool. Do I have any kids? Oh, yes, I have kids. I have four kids. I have four amazing kids. Um, yeah. So when y'all log on, let me know where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out. It's so much YouTube is so fun, y'all, because we have people from like all over. Sometimes we have people from all over the US, but then also from other countries. Oh, yeah, having kids is the best. I love having kids. And I get to sing with my kids sometimes too. Matter of fact, my son and um, my son, I have several sons, but the one that's in college, we did a concert together last Saturday and it was just so much fun. We got to sing a couple of duets together. It was a lot of fun. No, I don't, Chris. Tell me more about that. Are you referencing something in particular? I mean, I certainly know what brain rot is, but tell me if you're referencing something in particular. All right, everybody, let's do a really good cool down. When you log on, say hi, tell me where you're watching from because I'd love to give you a shout out. The first thing we're going to do to cool our bodies down is just take a nice stretch. Do I have an elf? You know, I used to have an elf on the shelf, if you remember what those are. Do I like hamburgers? Yes, absolutely. Singers need their protein. Are you kidding me? We need to eat a lot of beef. Seriously, though, we need a lot of protein. Matter of fact, my friend Amanda and I, we used to do opera together, and we were in this really cool show called The Marriage of Figaro, Le Nozze di Figaro. It was actually in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Um, your state starts with Oh, okay. And we would always like go to Wendy's beforehand, and she would always get a double cheeseburger and a Diet Coke because she was like, to make it through a long opera, a long show, she was like, I have to have protein. I remember her saying that. She would be like, oh my gosh, I have to have protein. But seriously, we need a lot of that. How old am I? How old do you think I am? I'm not sure I'm going to share my age on YouTube. I don't know. But old enough to have 4 kids, so there you go. All right. Winston-Salem. Winston-Salem is close to me. Yes, that's right, close to Statesville. Mhm. Yeah, I performed it at Salem College, actually, many years ago. Le Nozze di Figaro, The Marriage of Figaro. It's a fabulous opera, and I played the role of Susanna, one of my favorite roles of all. It's, an opera by Mozart, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. 'Cause I live in the middle of, like, everywhere kind of. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's true. You have a lot of really great music around you. Like, a lot of great arts stuff. I'm guessing you're maybe 33. Oh, Sarah. Oh my gosh, you are my new favorite person. 33. I am not 33. I'm definitely older than 33 and definitely older than 25, but y'all are the nicest, kindest for sure. Okay, so let's do a good stretch. We're going to inhale, arms overhead. Remember, when you're a singer, your body is your instrument. So you can't have a real tight neck, tight tongue, tight jaw. You've got to be nice and free all through this area. Your neck, right? Your jaw, your tongue, your head. You just need to feel really good and free so that you can sing really well. So, one more stretch. We're going to do an inhale. We're going to do arms overhead. You're going to reach a little higher this time. Blow out all your old air. And we're going to do 5 shoulder rolls. So, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to go forwards 5 times. We're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So now we're just going to do like a really easy cool down with our voice. We're actually going to get our voices going a little bit. I'm going to start us in G major. And I'm going to start us on so and work our way down to do. So when we're doing a warm up or a cool down, we're not going to stretch the voice a lot. We're going to kind of just stay in the middle. So if you're a guy, you're going to start down here. But if you're a girl, you're going to start in this octave. And we're going to do so fa mi re do. And if you don't know your solfège, your do re mi fa sol la ti do, go watch my solfège videos because they will teach you everything you need to know about getting started with solfège. I'm a really good singer. I performed doing something today at school for a song called You Are My Sunshine. Oh, that's awesome. I love that song. That is a really, really sweet song. I'm glad that you're a singer. That's fantastic. Do you sing in your choir at school? Um, yeah. And here's another question for you, Piper. Have you learned solfège? So have you learned do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do? If not, check out my videos I have a solfège playlist. And so far I have one for C major, D major, and E major. I haven't made the F major and the G major ones yet, but it'll give you a lot of solfège practice in those videos. So check out that playlist. All right, so here we go. We're in G major. We're doing sol, fa, mi, re, do. Let me move this just a little bit so I don't have to keep trying. I'm just gonna move my setup just a touch here. So it's a little more comfy while I play the piano. All right, here we go. Ready? And sol, fa, mi, re, do. So fa mi re do. One more. So fa mi re do. That's probably low enough for a cool down. That got us down to the B flat. Do I play recorder? You know what? I used to teach elementary school music years and years ago, and I taught my fifth graders recorder. I'm not very good at it. I mean, I can play like basic songs on the recorder. My mom actually is like a really good recorder player. She has like several different sizes of them. Let's see. Yes, I do. You're starting to do it. Choir, Piper? Are you talking about choir? That's awesome. If you're in school, oh my gosh, get in choir. Choir is the place to be if you're in school. Absolutely. Very cool. Okay, so now we're going to go back to G major again, but instead of moving by steps, we're going to move by skips. So we're going to do so mi do. So we're going to do so mi. We're skipping fa. Do. So we're going to skip re. So mi do. And again, we're just going to stay kind of in that medium range. Let's try that. Ready? So mi do. Couple more. So mi do. So mi do. Okay, Piper says he's going to pick us up tomorrow because it's whoever sings the best that gets picked. 6 people. Really, I'm really nervous. Oh, so it's an auditioned choir. So only 6 people? Okay, so how many people are, like, in the total choir? Is it just that he's only accepting, like, 6 new singers? What's a billion times a billion? I don't know, a lot. That's a lot is what that is. That's how many notes I've sung in my career, Chris. That's what that is, a lot. All right, so you notice that when we're doing this cool down, we're keeping the range small. We're not singing really high, we're not singing really low. So let's do now we're only going to do a 3-note scale. So we're going to start here. We're going to start in E major and we're going to do mi re do. Let's try that. Okay, so Piper. Okay, so he's only accepting 6 new students and you're so nervous. Well, maybe we need to talk about how to help you with your nerves. Um, why are you feeling nervous, Piper? I'll be glad to coach you a little bit here. Try to play on the piano happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday, Chris. Here's the key for happy birthday. G major. Happy birthday to you. Chris, is it your birthday? If it's your birthday, we'll sing to you. We can all sing to you. Yeah. So Piper, what are you nervous about? Are you worried that you're not gonna is the biggest thing like you're worried you're not gonna get in the group? Um, Let me just tell you this, Piper, and this goes for anybody who's watching that struggles with performance anxiety, that struggles with feeling nervous about an audition. So, for those of you who might have just popped on, let me know in the comments where you're watching from because I'd love to give you a shout out in the comments. But Piper and I are chatting a little bit here because she's nervous about an upcoming audition she has. And I just want to like talk to Piper and then talk to all of you who are listening. It is so normal to be nervous for an audition. Like, what that shows is that you care. It shows that it's something you really want to get. You really want to get into the group. Like in Piper's case, she really wants to get into this choir. There was like 8 there. So, Piper, does that mean, let me go back into your comment. Did you already audition today? Let's see. He's going to pick. Okay, so you already auditioned. Is that what you're telling me? Okay. So let me know if I'm wrong about that in the comments. But here's the thing about auditioning. You're going to be nervous. So, hey Vincraft, welcome from Minnesota. I'm so glad you're here. Hello, hello. So we've got Piper, I'm going to talk to you about that in just one second. So hang with me a second here. But we've got Vincraft from Minnesota, where it's winter for sure. But also, we had somebody watching from New York, cold there, somebody watching from Ohio. Um, and then Piper is from North Carolina. Chris, I'm trying to remember if you told us where you were from. Let me go back and see if you told us where you were from. What state? I don't see. Yeah, I don't see that you told us, Chris, what state you were watching from. But anyway, I would say Minnesota and New York probably win the competition for the coldest right now. Um, Vincraft, how cold is it in Minnesota right now? Do you have a lot of snow? I bet you do. Chris says, da, da, da. Oh, yeah, Chris, I think you said your birthday was a couple days ago. Well, I hope you had a great birthday. Happy birthday. I'm feeling a little funny. Da, da, da. Okay, Piper says I'm really shy, like around people because I'm 5th grade. I feel like I'm not gonna. Okay, yeah. I mean, Piper, all I can tell you is you are so normal. That's very, very normal to feel shy in front of people. And it just shows that you care. And here's the good news. The good news is that you're in 5th grade, which means even if you don't make it this year, you're probably going to start middle school next year and you can be in the choir. And middle school and high school choirs are so much fun. You get so many opportunities to do honor choir festivals and all state festivals, and you learn lots and lots of solfège. So, if you don't end up making it this time around, I want you to watch those solfège videos of mine and I want you to really practice and grow your skills. And then next time you have an audition, you're going to feel so confident because you have so many skills that you can bring into your audition. Very cold and a winter storm warning in Minnesota. Oh my goodness. We need to sing. I'm trying to think of a good Christmas carol about staying warm. We need to find you a warm, cozy Christmas carol that we can sing because, yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is cold. Okay, everybody, if you are just popping in, let me know where you're watching from. I want to give you a shout out. We are cheering Piper on. She had an audition yesterday, and we are really, really, really hoping for the best. Okay, Chris, you want me to read your comments? I'm feeling a little funny. I'm feeling a little funny, right? A random number? No, I'm not going to give you a random number for pranks because I don't think you should be pranking people with numbers. Um, but what we are going to do is a little more of this warm up. So we started with a 5 note scale, and now we're working our way down to a 3 note scale. You auditioned today, but he doesn't think there's not many people, so he's going to do it tomorrow. And whoever shows up there, the people shows up here today. Okay, okay, very good. So here's the thing I'm also going to say, Piper, about auditions is that you just keep showing up. Like sometimes it's not the people who are the and you may be the most talented person there. I have no idea because I haven't heard you sing. But even if you're not, sometimes it's not the most talented people who get picked. Sometimes it's the people who are easy to work with, who are good team players or like kind to the other students, and they're willing to work really, really hard. Because if you're willing to work really hard and you're really nice and you're really respectful, that goes a long way in winning an audition. Who did you can only take 6 of all. Right, exactly. Keep reading Piper's comments, and it's making me feel left out. Chris, well, I tell you what, here's how you won't get left out. If you comment about stuff that has to do with singing, because I'm a singing teacher and this is a voice channel. So if you comment about stuff that has to do with that, and that I can be helpful for you on and for the other people on the live stream, then I'll absolutely read your comments. All right, so let's do another little cool down with Mi Re Do, and it goes like this. Here we go. Ready? Mi, re, do. Let's go up a half tone. Mi, re, do. Up a half. Mi, re, do. Here's G sharp. Ready? And mi, re, do. 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 Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, Chris, we got to stay on topic, right? Because people are here for to learn how to sing and to learn how to be good singers. um, well, right now we're working on some solfège. Chris, are you a singer? Tell me in the comments if you're a singer, or tell me if you're in music. That'll help me know what would be helpful for you. So if you're interested in singing and music, you're in the right place. Very good. All right, let's do a couple more solfège cool downs to help us kind of get our voices cooled down for the night. And hopefully, Piper, in your case, I want you to feel just really relaxed so you can get a good night of sleep. And I think here's the thing about auditions, too, Piper. I think at the end of the day, you need to just say, okay, I'm going to release it. Like, I know I did my best. I did the best I could for my audition in that moment. And now I just need to let go and I need to trust that things are going to work out the way they should. You said you're sort of a good singer. I'm sort of good at singing. Okay, I think that's what you mean, Chris. Well, good. What kind of songs do you like to sing, Chris? And another question for you, Chris. Are you in a choir? Let me know if you're in a choir. If you're not, you should join a choir. It's so much fun to sing with other people. All right, let's do another solfège cool down. So again, we're just kind of keeping that very limited range. Let's do oh, that's a good one. That's actually a great vocal warm up. We're going to do it on la. So it goes like this. La. So we skip up and then we start skipping back down. Let's all try that together. And again, since it's nighttime and since we're like cooling down our voices and our bodies, we're not going to get too high or too low. Let's try that. Ready? Breathe. La. We're going to go up a half tone and la. Up a half tone and la. We'll do one more. La. And notice that when I sing an ah vowel, let me get close to the camera so I hope you can see me really well. Your mouth needs to look like ah. When you're singing ah, it should not look like e, okay? It should not look like ooh. It should look like ah. So anytime that's the word you're singing, ah, make sure your mouth looks just like that. Let's try some lip trills. Let me know in the comments if you know how to lip trill. And if not, I'm going to show you how to do that. So, a lip trill is a great way to cool down. And since that's kind of our topic of the night, like getting our voices cool down, it's like this. So, if you've never done a lip trill, it can be a little tricky at first. It's like the sound a horse makes, only you put pitch into it. Hello, Shannon Crane 4131. Yes, I know you know how to lip trill. Absolutely. Um, but you gotta admit they're good for us. Here's the thing, Shannon. There are so many other things you can do, right? So you don't have to lip trill. I mean, also those tongue trill. Do you like to tongue trill, Shannon? Tell me, remind me if you that's right. I've heard other people talk about that too. Some people have trouble with lip trills, and so they do like one of my voice teachers, Henrietta Bond Hansen, who was she's the most exquisite singer. I mean, just gorgeous. She's a gorgeous Danish singer. Career has been mostly in Paris and Copenhagen. She will do this. She'll kind of have to hold her lips to get it to do the lip trill. So some people, it's just not the best exercise for them, and that's okay. Um, Piper, if you're still on, ask I want to tell Shannon about what we've been talking about because Shannon is an incredible singer. We sing together a lot and she can have some good tips for you too. Okay. So, Shannon, Piper had an audition at school today, and she's really, really nervous because she really wants to get into the choir, but the choir teacher is only taking like six singers. And so I was just encouraging Piper that she can grow her skills. Even if she doesn't make it, like she can just keep growing her skills. She can watch all these great YouTube videos and then try again next year. And with skills, she will be so, so, so confident. So, anyway, I told her it might be a good at this point just to kind of release it and um, try to get a good night's sleep. But anyway, I wanted to tell you about Piper so that because I thought you might have some good ideas for her on that too. But like an embouchure, yes, yes, exactly. She would change her embouchure in order to make the lip trills work for her. Oh, I love that. I'm going to read this out loud, Shannon, for people who are watching the stream later and can't see the comments. Shannon says, "Hi Piper, auditions are so hard. I can sing in front of 100 people way more easily than in front of a panel." I agree. So Piper, I think you need to feel like incredibly proud of yourself because what you did was hard and you did it. and you got experience auditioning. And learning how to audition is like its own it's like its own skill set, learning how to audition, and you just got some experience doing that. And you've got so many years of school ahead of you. You'll get so much experience and you'll have so many opportunities. And if this one doesn't work out, I am absolutely positive. I believe that you're going to have a lot of possibilities. Shannon says, I audition best when I treat it like a game. Ooh, cool. I knew Shannon would have some good ideas. Sometimes you got to grind for a little or tweak your approach. Yep. Yep. Yeah, you do. That's true. You have to it's a game of the mind sometimes. That's so true. Very good. Experience. If you game. Yeah, so Piper, if you game, this is a little outside of my. Oh, I have to ask my kids, Shannon. They'll know. They all love to game. Like gaming for sure. XP is experience points. Experience points. Okay. It's how you level up Pokemon. Oh gosh, I remember Pokemon. We had lots of Pokemon cards in our house. Hey Carter, how are you? You want to come say hi? I'm on a live. Miss Shannon's on the live. Say hi. This is my son Carter. And Piper is on a live stream. She's from North Carolina. She had an audition yesterday or today and yesterday. So wish her the best.
Wish you the best, Piper.
Yes, we are cheering you on, Piper. Whenever I seen someone, I always think of my dad because he sadly passed away. And every time I think of him, makes me, oh my goodness, Piper. I'm so sorry to hear that, honey. That's so hard. Yes. So when you sing, it makes you think of him and remember him. Is that what you're saying? Uh-huh. Wow. Singing can be really healing. It can really, really, really help us through hard times. So I hope your singing will continue to help you through lots of hard times. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yes. Very good. Very good. Well, Piper, you're going to have to let us know how this all went. So, I'll try next time I do a live stream. I will try to put a post up ahead of time and let y'all know about what time I'll be on in case so you can come on and let us know how it all went. It's excellent for the brain juice. Yeah, cuz we want to know. We want to hear how it all went and we're here to support you. That's what this whole channel is about. It's about supporting one another. It's about me helping give you the skills you need to be successful. And when you have the skills and you have a supportive community around you cheering you on, amazing things can happen in your world. So, in our world together. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great. We would love for you to pop in later and let us know. Shannon says, we believe in you, Piper. We sure do. We are cheering you on. Absolutely. Absolutely. And we'll talk. I actually had a video planned sometime for the future too on performance anxiety because most of us struggle with performance anxiety. Most of us do. Um I think it's easy to feel it's especially when you see lots of other singers that seem to be just so confident and they just get up right up there and sing and they're amazing. And it can be easy to think that you're the only one that's scared. But the truth is most people struggle with a lot of fear when they perform. And so we as singers have to know what to do with that and how to channel that anxiety and that fear to actually help us, to help push us, um, and help that turn into something actually that can really serve us in our auditions and in our performances. You're welcome, Piper. We are cheering you on, girl. We are cheering you on. Absolutely. Let's see if Chris, are you still with us? Or did you pop out? Because I was going to tell you, Chris, you were talking about being a singer. Vincraft is cheering you on, Piper, all the way from Minnesota. So you've got two people in Tennessee and one lovely person in Minnesota cheering you on. We're excited for you. Just looked up your channel. So whenever you post, I can look it up. That's awesome. Yeah, very good. I mostly right now do shorts, just quick YouTube shorts with vocal tips and then the lives. But whenever you need some coaching, come on to my lives and ask me your questions, and I'll be glad to give you coachings. And then everybody else can watch and they can encourage you too. Um, yeah, that's awesome. Very good. Very good. I'm so glad. It's a great singing community. We can be supportive of each other and cheering each other on. All right, before we log off for the night, I popped on here just to give us some good cool down for the evening as we kind of wind our bodies and our voices down for the evening. So let's just take a minute. I'm in a seated position right now. I've got my shoulders nice and wide. Whether you're standing or sitting, we're just going to take an inhale. We're going to stretch our arms overhead. Just reach, reach, reach. Pull up out of your hip joints. Take one arm. You're just going to gently pull up out of your hip joint. Gently, gently take the other arm. Just pull up out of your hip joint. Shannon says, personally, I'm laying in the kitchen floor. Oh my gosh. When I get a good tripod, I'm going to have to show y'all some great, 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 like Alexander exercises. Anybody know what Alexander technique is? It's fabulous for singers. John Daniel, welcome, welcome. We're so glad you're here. Thank you for the beautiful flower. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. So we're rolling our shoulders back. John, where are you watching from? We'd love to give you a shout out. I think we've met before on here. I'm trying to remember. Your name looks familiar to me. Okay, so shoulders up and let them drop. Just let everything open. Now we're going to move our neck from side to side. So we're just going to go from one side to the other. If you have neck problems, you need to be really, 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 really gentle with this. But as singers, our neck needs to be so released and free. So we're just moving our neck very gently from side to side. Now I'm going to add just a tiny bit of twist. So I'm just going to twist this way a little bit, twist this way a little bit. Shannon, you just do all this from the floor. That's fabulous. Yeah. I did a short about, I don't know, I posted it a couple hours ago. I was having a lot of trouble. We're going to inhale, arms overhead. I was having a lot of trouble posting the short today because it kept posting like when I was trying to edit it, it kept being in horizontal mode. It was really weird. I think I had like some kind of something was wrong with the phone setting. We're stretching, we're blowing out our air. Um, but anyway, I finally got it posted and I was just talking a little more about Cynthia Erivo. Just gonna kind of massage my back muscles. Again, we just have to let all of these go. And the short is about how important it is that as singers, part of our practice time is also um, movement. So we do most of our, especially as like if you're a classical singer, we do mostly like just stand still for our warm-ups. But the truth is, we're working temples, by the way, right now. So just take your fingers on your temples and just work out all the tension there. Um, as classical singers, as musical theater singers, anybody that's singing on stage, you have to be able to sing and move. You have to be able to sing and dance. Yeah, I mean, if you're Cynthia Erivo, you have to be able to sing and fly for crying out loud. I mean, think like defying gravity, right? So she talks about like the intense physical training she had to do for Wicked. I mean, as you can imagine, right? Just wild, wild athleticism. So most of us don't need like that level of athleticism, but we do need um to be able to move while we sing. So we need to work our cardiovascular systems. So now I'm just kind of working scalp because I hold a lot of tension. I'll show you. I think a lot of us do like at the base of my skull. So just kind of, you have to get really good at this as a singer, like really good at releasing what's holding on. So I was giving some tips on that short about like some different exercises you can do while you're singing. I gotta go. My children have all come in. Okay. Good night, cranes. Everybody's I'm waving because I know Shannon's kids and they are all absolutely precious and I just adore them. And I'm telling them good night. Y'all sleep well. Thanks for being here, Shannon. I'm so glad you were able to hang out with us tonight. It's awesome. Yeah, so we're just working out any stress and any tension. Again, get your temples, the masseter muscles here. Any muscle has the possibility of getting locked up and tense. And for our singing, that's kind of honestly like the enemy of our singing. Right now, I'm just kind of taking my hair and I'm just kind of gently pulling it away from my scalp. Again, be gentle on yourself. Don't hurt yourself, but like just gently releasing tension. This will help you sleep so much better and it will just help all of the musculature around your larynx to just let go. It will really help keep your voice healthy. All of this work. So I'll try to pop on here as often as I can in the evenings and we'll just do cool downs together. It's a great way to be together and just to like help ourselves, get a good night's sleep and then be ready for singing the next day. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I loved being together. Piper, we are cheering you on, kiddo. We are cheering you on, and you'll have to let us know later how your audition went and what the results were. And either way, we are here for you and we are cheering you on. Y'all check out my videos on Solfège just to be building your skills. I will keep posting shorts and keep doing lives. Videos, I'll do as I can. They're a little more time consuming, and I don't have a ton of time for editing right now, but as I can do those, I'll do those too so that you'll have some things to practice with. Okay, everybody, have a fantastic evening. I'm going to make sure I've said goodbye to everybody. Good night, Vincraft. Stay warm. Thank you so much for being with us. Piper, you're so welcome. We are cheering you on. We are cheering you on. Okay. Good night, everybody. Have a great evening.